I'm always glad when Tuesday rolls around, although the weeks seem to just fly. So I am painting tonight. I'm painting a couple glass pieces that I got at the flea market. So I've been really into doing these flea market flips lately. And what I'm doing for you today, I'm doing a glass jar and a glass bottle rather. And I already put a coat of Dixie Belle's Slick Stick on here because we're going to paint it. And Slick Stick is a bonding primer, and this is going to help the paint to stick to the bottle. Okay, now let's talk about this bottle a minute. Well, you know what? Let's paint our angel first, and then we'll talk about these things. Okay, so here's the other thing I'm going to paint is this little angel. Okay, well, I will talk about this. This says United States Commemorative Fine Art Gallery. Has a seal on the bottom. I don't know. Some people might think it's sinful to paint this, but I don't think it's very attractive. That's just me. So I bought it. It's mine, so I'm going to paint it. And that's the same way with the bottle. So I'm going to put this down so you can see what I'm doing, and then we'll talk about the bottle a little bit. So the bottle is from the 1930s. And it's a refrigerator bottle. So I looked it up, and it's Illinois something glass. Yeah, they have sold on eBay for about $30, but they have a lid with them on eBay. So I paid $1 for my jar, my bottle, and I am going to go ahead and paint it. So, you know, perhaps I could sell it and get some money for it, but I am going to paint it and sell it and get some money for it. So either way, right? I looked at that bottle and I loved the shape of it. I thought it needed to be a pumpkin. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a pumpkin. So sometimes people think that it's wrong for you to paint certain wood furniture, you know, wrong for you to paint different things. But you know what? When you buy it, you own it. You can paint it if you want to. I give you permission, because I paint what I want unless it's someone's that doesn't want me to paint it. So that's what I say. I give you permission. So I'm just covering this completely, because you can see it's really slick, and the paint would not adhere to this. So we're going to just use this Slick Stick bonding primer, and hopefully this coat will dry by the time we're done painting the bottle. So yeah, I know it's still summer, and I am relishing the days that remain in summer. But it is time for retail to start thinking fall, and even into Christmas as far as what we're doing decor-wise. So we've been selling a lot of furniture lately, which is awesome, and have all kinds of fun things going on. I'm in some challenges and collaborations. I have a couple of those coming up, so it's kind of fun. So you'll get to see it all, one way or the other, on the YouTube. I hope you're doing well this evening. Hope your week is going well so far. So far, so good here. I can't complain, as they say. Okay, so I'm getting all these little details, all the little nooks and crannies. And you know what I'm thinking on this one? I have a paint color selected, which you'll see, but this one I'm probably going to complete later and show you on the Instagram page like I always do. I am thinking this one's going to get gold gilding wax, just because she is a cherub after all. But she has these pretty little, on her crown, she has roses on there. You know what? We're going to have her hang out on this jar of wax for the moment. Can of wax, I guess. And goodbye, eyes. I just, yeah, my first glance at this little cherub was, oh, it's a cherub. I love cherubs. Second thought was, oh, it's not cute. So definitely into flipping this one. And I'm using chalk mineral paints from Dixie Belle, of course. And I'm getting better about putting my link in the description box when I do lives. I used to never put anything in there when I do lives, but I'm going to start doing that. So I'll put the link, the affiliate link. If you want to buy Dixie Belle paints, you can use that link. And you're buying it directly from Dixie Belle, but I do get a little kickback, which helps my small business, so I sure do appreciate it. Oh, and good news, we have also surpassed 750 on the subscriber list. Now, even though I came up with this really cool Streamlabs situation now for filming my lives, I still have the goal to grow my channel so I can monetize it. So I always appreciate it when you watch, when you share, and when you like the videos. It helps the channel a lot, helps me grow. So I'm going to make sure I have everything covered with the slick stick. And you can put 2 coats on if you want. I'm just putting 1 coat on. That's usually enough for me. Usually, no matter what I'm doing. You know, if you didn't use this bonding primer, put this camera back up. If you did not use the bonding primer, you would still, the paint would still stick to it, but it's just going to take longer to adhere. Dixie Belle paint will cure in 21 to 30 days regardless, but it's just, this helps it bond and it'll pass that scratch test like right away. So, okay, so I'm putting my brush in the baggie like I always do when I'm done with them until I get a chance to wash them so they don't dry out. My dog's all agitated this evening. He's running back and forth. All right, so I'm gonna put the lid on the slick stick here. And let's talk about this bottle. Okay, I'm gonna put the screen down. Okay, so when I saw this bottle, I just knew it had to be a pumpkin. Look at the lines in it. You probably can't see it too well right now with the white, but of the slick stick, but we're going to accentuate that. And here's another thing I bought at the flea market. It's a doorknob. And I thought, how cute is this going to be to put on top of this bottle? So I think this is going to be a really sweet little makeover. So let's get started painting this. We're going to use burlap from Dixie Belle, of course. And I'm going to put this either up or down just a little bit more. I think up a little will help us. Okay, that's good. All right. Now, I don't see chats right now, but if you come on and say hi, I will definitely catch up with you later on. I can always see your comments later, but right now I can't. So I think I can turn it on somehow. I'm still getting used to using this program, this app. Okay, so I'm just following along these lines. This is a pretty color. I think it's going to be really pretty for a fall. Burlap. So I have to do, the new season of Around the Alleghenies is starting soon. And I'm blessed enough to be asked back for my Money Talks segments, Design on a Dime. And I'm going to take this guy along with me because the subject is going to be fall decor. Not 100% sure when that one airs. But I think it's going to be in September, so in perfect time for discussions of fall decor. You know, another thing that's nice about this, it gives such good coverage then. Now, if you notice, I have a lot of brush strokes in there, and I'm okay with that. I kind of want that texture in there to give it more of a pottery feel. I didn't bring my hairdryer down to dry things off. But hopefully by the time I'm done, my slick stick on the cherub will be done, and I can paint her while we're waiting for this coat to dry. It's not really humid today, so it should dry pretty quickly. We've been having some beautiful weather. I know they were calling for some crazy stuff, but I think we missed it. And I'm okay with that. Today was cloudy this morning, and it turned out really beautiful. Almost done painting this. So yeah, I was thinking you can buy wine corks in all different sizes, and I was thinking I would just put a cork on that. And then I thought about the doorknob that I picked up. I mean, I have a lot of doorknobs laying around, but, you know, whenever I see them at the flea market, I like to grab them. It's like a porcelain knob, and then they put enamel on it. And so I thought, oh, that'd be really cute as the topper for this. Okay, so we have a coat on there. It looks good. And I'm going to let that dry. And I'm looking here at my cherub, and I don't think she's quite dry. So I'm going to put the put this up a bit. And we'll talk about the colors we're going to use and the rest of the things that we're going to do to this. I would love to show you, if I can, the bottom of this. Oh, that's kind of good in the light there. See that? The diamond and the oval. So, was Illinois, and I forget what the other thing was that it said. But I did do my homework. So, like I said, they kept these in the refrigerator, and they put a lid on it. It was like a zinc or a metal lid. And it looked like it was perforated, but they kept water in it, I guess, to keep your water cold. So yeah, it's cool. But to me, it looks like a pumpkin. And I wasn't feeling like a jack-o'-lantern pumpkin. I was thinking more of just, you know, nice fall decor. And we're definitely going to wax this puppy too. So we're going to bring out those shadows that occur in the lines that you see in the pumpkin, which are naturally in this bottle. The front of it too kind of has a good opportunity for perhaps like a stamp or a something on there. So we'll use our imagination and see what we can come up with there, because I've really been into stamping lately a lot. I was just looking around to see if my stamps were here. I know I have some colors, and yeah, I might see if I can get those out and do a little stamping on it perhaps. Guess I should put the lid on my burlap. Killing a little time trying to get my slick stick to dry. Pull this out here. I think I'll maybe pop over here and put the fan on. That might help. Just hold tight a second. Okay, I put the fan on. So for those of you that watch pretty regularly, do you remember the night that I blew the fuse? That wasn't too long ago. That was from the hair dryer and the air conditioner and the fan and all that. So a little flea got in the angel paint here. I'll put this down. I should have brought in all the other things that I got at the flea market. But if you watch Thursday's video, I will definitely show you everything I got and might even have a few more flips done. I actually owe you a few flips from last week from the IKEA trip. So gotta keep up with those. And step by step on Saturday, we're probably gonna have a little child's set. That's probably going to be the subject. Okay, the fan is blowing, doing a good job, but I need to turn it a little bit. Okay, I've also been trying, literally that would be watching paint dry. I've also been trying to, yeah, what have I been trying to do? Oh, use my microphone more on my lives so that you can hear me good. So I hope you can hear me. Oh, what else? What else? What else is going on? My dog's all curled up on the couch, all cute. So downtown at Heritage Plaza tonight, when I left, the police were having a like a festival kind of thing, and they had asked for a gift certificate, so we donated a gift certificate for that. And so it looked like it was going to be a fun night. Doesn't look like it rained, but boy, when I left there, I kept hearing all these sirens, and I thought, boy, they're not going to get to enjoy their night. But I think it's more for the public, put on by the police. So I'm going to get a dry brush here and just spread around some of this paint, because it is drying, but I'm going to try to help it along just a little bit. If there's some places that are kind of pooled a little bit, just trying to help it along a little bit so we can move along and you don't have to watch paint dry. Because contrary to the expression, that's about as exciting as watching paint dry, you know, I guess I do watch paint dry a lot, so I guess I find it exciting. So I'm going to get my grandkids overnight on Saturday, and I got to watch my granddaughter's t-ball game, which was so much fun the other day. I enjoyed watching my grandson's baseball games, but the t-ball was very entertaining. I miss those days with my own kids. This was a lot of fun. Okay. Dry, 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 little one. I like her so much more now that she doesn't have the shiny surface and the crazy eyes. What do you think? Already I like her because it has more of a matte finish, except for these shiny spots that are paint drying slowly. Fan's helping a little bit. I'm going to try to move it over here a little bit and let it get some more. So, since I've already left the camera a couple times, I'm going to reach over and see, because this is already almost dry. Well, maybe not quite. That side is really drying pretty quickly. And I don't think it'll need a second coat because we are going to wax it. This down again a little bit. Yeah, so let me reach over here and see if I can get some stamps. If I have them in here, I can't remember. Well, yes, I do. I have the whole exciting lot. So I'll put this down and you can take a look at my little treasures. I don't want to drop my phone. Okay, so these are Archival inks and stamps. Now, none of these stamps I don't think are big enough to do on that pumpkin. So I'd have to find something a little bit bigger. But these are perfect for some of the jewelry that we've been doing with the vintage forged, where Dawn makes the earrings and I assemble and decorate them. But these are really pretty. Okay, the name of this color is called Peeled Paint. So it's like a vintage green, faded jeans, and I love this color. I wish these locked together. That's the only thing. I kind of wish they locked in. Mermaid Lagoon. Barn Door, which is a little more orangey than I would expect for Barn Door. Black Soot. Dusty Concord. Purpley. I love this color. Vintage Photo. As a matter of fact, I'm kind of wrecking this stamp pad because I've used it so much. Sometimes I'll like rub the edges of something with the stamp pad. So that's going to be a favorite color. Picked Raspberry. Fossilized Amber. I used these on a furniture piece recently that I did that has the bees. Ground Espresso. And Spiced Marmalade. And Hickory Smoke. So they're all really pretty colors. I'm going to throw them back in there. I'm going to turn the cherub around, get the back a little bit because she's drying nicely. And I'm going to show you, I'll put the bottle over here too. Okay, let's look at some stamps. They're so cute. Birds and butterflies. These ones are just, I bought these all in a pack. There's some roses. But what you can do with them is amazing. These leaves, they don't look like much on here, but when they're in color and you stamp them, they're so detailed. That is, yeah, what do you call this? Dragonflies. And more flowers. Leaves and flowers. butterfly and a bee. So cute. Bees are so cute. Bird and a flower. Upside down bird. Ladybug. Another bee. Another flower. Plant. Plant. Okay. So, those are my stamps. I do still have also over here, might as well reach again. These are some knob topper stamps. These are from Iron Orchid Designs. And I use these too, but these also are a little too small. I've been doing jewelry with them, so that's why I'm into the small ones. Try to show you the designs on them. There's some really pretty detail ones, and I have them upside down. But they're really super pretty. But also too small for this pumpkin design. I don't think I have any stamps here at home that would be appropriate for that. Here's, I think you guys saw these. These are these watercolor brush pens. I love these. They're so cool for painting things, and then like the one pen, each, there's two different sizes of them, but it's just got water in it, so you can move the colors together with that. So this was from Wish, and by the way, I have to talk to the fine people at Wish. But we're now a Wish pickup in the store. But right now our store's not showing, so that's why I have to talk to them. But it's been going well up until this point. I really enjoy it a lot. So, okay, so let's paint this little girl, this cherub. Okay. Again, I'll put this down, and I'm using Paint Blue. I thought this was just a heavenly color. It's not quite blue. So this Paint Blue, so I'm learning a lot. You know, you learn something new every day, they say, right? I had a little show for a while. You learn something new every day, because I was doing a video a day. It was a lot. But anyway, so Paint Blue, when I was doing the piece on porches, I found out that the color Paint Blue, because I just knew it as a Dixie Belle color, and I thought, well, that's a cool name. So the blue that they put on their porch roofs is called Paint Blue. So that story is that it keeps the evil spirits from coming in, because they confuse the porch roof with the sky, and they just pass you by. So that's the legend behind blue porch roofs in the South. And the color is called Paint Blue. So again, this slick stick I used is really helping this paint to bond, and it also gave me a nice base coat, so that this, I'm probably only going to need one coat of the Paint Blue. I might put a second one on, just because I'm not putting any dark wax over it. Yeah, I don't think so anyway. I think the only wax that I'm going to be using on this girl is the gold gilding wax. But you know what? I am subject to changing my mind from time to time. So you never know, I might put some dark wax in the wings there a little bit, or I might just stick with old gold. So, hard to tell, but she's looking pretty cute. It's kind of hard to tell what I've painted and what I haven't painted, because the Paint Blue is so light. I guess it ain't white and it ain't blue. I guess that's the idea, huh? Okay. Paint her little butt. Well, I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Or do angels even have gender? Guess we'll find that out someday. I think they do. It's in the Bible. The angel, those, you know, they had names, Angel Gabriel, and so they must have gender. The things that I think about. Let's put her on her seat again. So ours is clearly now a girl. We've identified her as a girl. So we had Christmas in July last month. And that was fun. Did a lot of sales. But like all good things, it came to an end. Sold a good bit of furniture. People love a sale, you know. Okay, let's turn her around. I think the top of her head is the only part that I can still touch. All right. I don't know where she's going to go when I want my oil can back, but oil can, wax can. I think I might have an idea. She can sit on the paint can. Jar. Honest, folks, I wasn't drinking. Can't seem to identify objects very easily. All right, so we have her done in the Hate Blue. All right, so let's get back to our pumpkin. And I am going to dethrone her and put her on something else because I'm going to be wanting to use the brown wax here. Okay. So we're going to put her on the slick stick because we're all done with that. Okay, so we have the Best Dang Wax in brown here, and I also have, so we have our bottle, and I also have, this is Easy Peasy Clear Matte Spray Wax, okay? So whenever you use this, you want to shake it. And we're going to shake it until we can't hear it anymore. Then you know it's mixed, okay? So I don't hear it anymore. So why we're doing this first is because we want to float the brown wax on there. If we just go right in, well, there's little gnats. If we just go right in with the brown wax, then it's going to be really super dark. So let's just give it a spray with the Easy Peasy first. Alright, and then we're just gonna wipe that back a little bit. Okay, and I also have Dixie Belle's La Petite brush. And I love this brush because it's pointy. You can see that. So it gets in all those little crevices. I could use a smaller brush. I actually do have a smaller stencil brush here, which I like stencil brushes for waxing. But I think that, you know, maybe we'll use, I think we'll get away with the La Petite. I think we can do that. Okay, so getting some wax on the brush, and I don't wash these out all the time when they have wax on them, so that's why it looks dark. So I'm just going to kind of come along here and just follow the lines. Okay, and then I'm gonna wipe that back a little bit. Kind of like to use a circular motion because right now it looks really linear. And I just wanted to have a nice darkness to it, but I want more wax in that crevice. So I think I am gonna grab this little stencil brush, kind of work that line a little bit more. Because that's really where I want the wax to stay. Okay, and I'm just going to wipe it back again, right along there. Alright, so see how that's looking? Alright, let's continue. I'll start with the smaller brush and make our line. And you know, if I get outside of there, that's fine. So we're going to be adding a lot more wax anyway. It's my La Petite brush. Big brush, I'm sure it's right in front of me. Did it roll off the table? Oh my gosh, it's standing up. Okey-dokey. Again, I haven't been drinking, I swear. I should maybe start, I don't know. I think I was using, seems like I was using a black wax on there because it's really dark. But that's okay. It looks good, I think. What do you think so far? Okay, I'll take the La Petite again. And let's go down over this. Kind of got two of them there. And you know what's nice about this, using the Easy Peasy wax first? If you get too much wax on there, you can take back some of it. So I don't like all of that wax in there, so I'm going to spray it a little bit. And I'm going to wipe it, and it's going to pull back some of that wax. So it's not quite so dark. See that? Back over these lines because I want them to stay in the crevices. Now I did hit that with my fingernail and I did knock off some paint, which we can fix later. Again, I didn't let everything dry real well, but if you follow the directions and you put 2 coats on and let it dry really good, then that shouldn't happen to you. But we will be okay. Okay, I think this is turning out really cute so far. We're going to keep going with it and get this side of it done. Again, I have a lot of darkness in there where I don't necessarily want it. So putting a little bit of the Easy Peasy on there and pulling a little bit of that wax back off. Alright. Getting my little brush in here. Getting in those crevices. It was definitely a pretty old bottle, but I'm liking it this way too. Okay. We are almost done with our wax in here. I've seen them paint gourds and stuff before too, but I don't know what the longevity of something like that is. I'd be afraid to like put it away in my basement or my attic. Okay, I really like the way that looks. It looks definitely very pumpkin-y, don't you think? Like it is a pumpkin? Okay, so I'm going to pull this back just a tad. Okay, so we've got this going on. Now, let's take... I wanted to use jute, but this is, I think this is hemp. So I'm going to try to get this into thirds. They don't have to be exactly perfect, and I like that they're a little curvy. So I want this to be around the top here. Just because there was like that, the grooves, you know, for the screw-on lid. I'm just turning this toward me so I can see it. But I just wanted to kind of cover that up. Okay, so I kind of like that. And then for the pièce de résistance, as they say, it's me not being able to find my doorknob. Okay. So that's what it's gonna look like, and I think it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Very simple. And let's look at our cherub here, and I really wish I had my gilding wax with me, but I don't. But she's looking really good, and I think I'm just gonna take my fingertips tomorrow when it's really dry and just gild all the scales in her wings and do the little flowers on her crown and in her hand, and that'll be it for this little one. So that's all I got for you tonight. I'm glad you joined me, and I hope you try some flea market flips yourself. And you take care and have a wonderful rest of your week. We'll see you on Thursday for more about decor, and on Saturday for step by step. Bye.